Alright, this is gonna be a very quick video just because I have to go, but this is such an important topic that I didn't want to leave it for later, because later I will be lazy, tired, and I will not make this video. So the only way that I make sure that I make this video is by recording it now before I leave. So I was talking to my business partner, one of them, and we both talk to game developers every day. Sure, indie developers as well, of course, but also to publishers and game studios, like game developers. And there's one thing that is shared by 9 out of 10. They don't really know how much money and revenue they are just losing. Okay, to our estimates, it's going to be around 20 to 30% of the revenue. Sometimes much more than that if they never paid attention at all to 3 metrics, and unless it's a very pretty good expert developer or studio, it's always gonna be around 20 to 30% based on our experience, and that you cannot fight. Right? All right. If you don't believe me, that's okay. I'm just here just to tell you our thoughts and our experience based on stuff we do as Unity performance optimization consultants. So, 3 key factors. Number 1, forget about average FPS. That's for rookies. All right. What you need to focus on is on your low 1% FPS. Or if you want to say it in a better way, in my opinion, is the percentile 99 or P99. Is P99 or your low ones above your target FPS, let's say 60 or 120 or 30, although 30 is already low? Forget about average FPS and focus more on percentiles, okay? P99 is good. If you want to be more generous, you can go for P95, but P99 is for us gold standard. All right. Second metric, loading times. Are your loading times below 7 seconds? What's a loading time? For us, in this case, is going to be the time that passes between the user clicks on his device, obviously, on your game, whether on Android or iOS or Steam, whatever it is. The moment that your user has the intention to open your game and seeing at least the main menu that offers interaction, that's for us the loading times we care about, because those are the loading times, the factors that actually we see impact a lot the gameplay, right? The business metrics and all of these things, like all the motivations that a player has to keep playing, all of them vanish when you start going beyond 7 seconds. Okay, and we can also think about the time that it takes from you hitting new game or load game and confirming all of these things and actually you getting into the game, right? That's the second metric. Third metric, and this is something that people don't talk about and much less measure: thermal throttling. So, can you actually run your game for 30 minutes straight without thermal throttling kicking in at all? And if you think this is only on mobile, you are mistaken. This also happens much more often than you think on PC. Yes, it does. Right? And yes, obviously other mobile platforms like Oculus Quest, obviously. I don't say that directly because I think it's obvious, but it's not. What's less obvious actually is, can you offer 30 minutes of gameplay without thermal throttling? And the most important thing, because yes, we have these 3 important key factors that we have seen that correlate a lot with revenue, is this question: do you have automated performance monitoring systems that check this for you just regularly, before a release, before an update, before you launch, ideally regularly on a daily basis? Do you have a system that works as an early warning automated system that checks this for you? If the answer is no, we don't meet these numbers, or more commonly, no, we don't know, okay, we never measure that, then it's very, very, very likely that this is costing you 20 to 30% of the revenue. And how do I know this? Because it's an invisible revenue killer in the sense that you will see lower monetization, right? Through lower acquisition and lower retention. And often enough, the people whom we work with are just left wondering why, all right? And very often they just don't know that they are losing this amount of money. And if you think this is just a business problem, you are wrong, right? I have been an employee myself in many studios, small studios, AAA game studios, all right? And guess what? My salary comes from the success of the games I have worked on, right? So yes, making an extra 20 to 30% revenue helps the business and helps you. That's my experience. You can fight it all you want. I'm just here to make a video to tell you about these 3 factors, right? Forget average FPS. Focus on the low 1% or P99. Second one, loading times below 7 seconds. Third one, can you run your game for 30 minutes straight without thermal throttling? And more importantly, do you have an automated performance monitoring system that acts as an early warning system that checks this for you regularly, and especially before your launch and your updates? Yes, every single update. If you guys need our help in any of these problems or symptoms, then just book a Unity performance call with us. You can have a free call, and then we will tell you which of those is possibly hitting you hardest on the revenue and the viability of your project. Link in the description.